So, Vikram, the next question I have is I wanted to know about the team behind DaoLens, and our audience would love to know what was the story, how we came together. You mentioned briefly about your co-founder, but can you elaborate a bit around that as well?
Yeah, absolutely. So Apurv, again, like I said, we are both batchmates, and there's a history to what happens. But we at DaoLens today are a team of around 19-20 people. And that team is structured in a way where we know that the trickiest part is navigating outreaches, right? Like, so we have a group of people who are focused on building these relations. The second tricky part is really identifying pain points. So for identifying pain points, you can't really just go in and talk to a DAO and say, oh, this DAO is saying they need this, because trust me, if you build it, that DAO is going to be the only customer that really needed it. Every DAO has its own needs. So we essentially run into situations where we spend a lot of time in these communities trying to identify how stuff is moving in the core team in the closed rooms, right? Like, and that is where it gets a little very energy intensive. So that is where a large part of our team structure also spends, like a large part of our team spends their time on, like spending time in DAOs, to helping people out, doing things that we don't even do at DAOLens, right? Like someone comes and says, Vikram, I need help with my Twitter banner. I'm going to do it. It's not going to bring money to DaoLens. It's not going to drive my business forward. But I know that unless you do it, you'll probably never become one of the community, right? Like, so, and then the third focus is like our biggest and most valuable assets, or like energy, like that we are spending actively here, is on tech. Because whatever we are really hoping to build, it's very aspirational, and it doesn't have to be that you need Einsteins to build it, but you need people who are first principle thinkers. They can think from an independent POV. They are very fluid. They grasp the essence of why are we even saying we want to build infrastructure. They are okay changing directions, right? Like, you see, I don't know if people here are pet owners, but when you are supposed to be like training a pet to walk, right? The usual instruction is go front, then suddenly take a turn and go back, so that the pet is always on their toes. They know, like, okay, I can't run in any direction, right? Like, and I don't mean it in a way where we want to dictate which direction people are running in, but essentially everyone has to act as if they are always on alert, right? Like, oh, we are doing this thing, there is a signaling that it will not work, dump it, let's do something else, right? So that is what we spend most of our time evaluating people on, and that's pretty much it. So we have a small community team. We have our own community. We have our own Discord community, and you can simply like go to our website and join our Discord community. Or if you like are interested at all in the product, like, you will have someone from the business team show you how the product works. If you are at all like even managing a community, the tool is free of cost, so you can really deploy it for yourself. But essentially, a small community team, a small marketing team, to like create that presence, to keep driving. Because a large part of our focus also has been on educating people. When you go into a DAO and tell them that, hey, you need onboarding, sometimes DAOs are so immature that you have to tell them why they need onboarding, right? Like, and they agree, they believe, like they understand why they need it, but maybe they're not having the bandwidth to foresee all the needs on their own on day one, right? Like, so that is again something which we have been working on internally here a lot, and that's how the team is structured. So engineering, outreaches, and like partnerships mostly, that is our core focus area, and then a small efforts around marketing and community. But we pretty much host podcasts every week. We have internal Discord sessions every week where we get in, we feature DAO folks who have like made it big, or like who have some original thoughts. And the only reason we keep doing it is because the idea is, if someone really comes to DaoLens and says, hey, DaoLens, I need help with accounting. I am not an accounting expert, but I know 10 people who can help you with accounting. And my answer to you should at that point in time be, oh, yeah, absolutely. Let me connect you to Tom or Mark or Rebecca or Hillary or whoever, right? Like, and anyone for that matter. And we simply want to be in that spot where we are not necessarily only always thinking about building a business, but we are also thinking about, people are really lost when it comes to DAO. Like, if you were to like establish MetaRoy as a DAO, you're gonna have to make some really, really tough decisions. And it's not easy. Sometimes the answer is I also don't know, but we can figure it out for you, right? Like, so that is what we spend our time and energy on.
Absolutely, absolutely. And for people in our audience who actually want to know about DAOLens, I will put the links in the description below, so you can go check that out as well.